the most exciting. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, folks, and welcome to what I believe is the most exciting opportunity right now in the space of not only, I suppose, cryptocurrency, but also direct sales and making money, from the comfort of your own home. My good friend who just hosted the call or started the call, Mr. Alex Ruse, has, I suppose, started this opportunity with me about heading for 5 months ago, and the unbelievable results we've had. And we're sharing these opportunities with you today, folks. And the gentleman on this call who's about to present this opportunity is absolutely a living legend in the space of direct sales and network marketing. Dr. John Sackaturas, somebody who has achieved probably the pinnacle of success in the industry, over $1 billion in sales, 750,000 people in his organization, and created, tens and tens of millionaires, and has earned tens and tens of millions of dollars himself, right? And I suppose without further ado, let me step out of the way and turn it over to you, sir, Dr. John Sackaturas, folks.
Thank you, Mr. Frankie. Thank you, Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, congratulations for connecting this evening or this morning or wherever you are, time zone 24/7. After being in the industry for 36 years in the space of network marketing, which is a relationship-based business, I have different businesses. I have had different businesses. And 2 days ago, somebody asked me, what are you doing in WiFi? And my answer was very simple. Any and every business in the world, regardless the type of the business, they have to deposit their money somewhere. Hotels, they deposit money in the bank. Restaurants, they deposit money in the bank. Any network marketing company, they deposit money in the bank. Any crypto investment, whatever you call it in the business world, they have to invest the money in the bank. Any bank at some point at a bank. So when I saw WiFi, I saw the first decentralized bank. So you should ask yourself, if WiFi is the first decentralized bank, in what business you're supposed to be in, where the money is. So ladies and gentlemen, today I have prepared something for you. I don't know how many new guests we have today, but I can assure each and every one of you, we are writing history in banking and financials. So I'm going to we'll have 2 presentations today. One will be a company overview, very simple, fast to the point. That very first slide is supposed to give everybody some kind of comfort. And I'd like to invite each and every one of you, please do your own research. WiFi means we finance. That's the whole name of the company. We finance. DioBank is the decentralized on-chain bank, the crypto bank for a crypto world. Well, you may say, well, John, I'm not into the crypto. Well, you're not in the crypto probably today, but the next few months, 2 to 3 years maximum, you will have to be mandatory in that space because the digital currency is moving fast. And when you see at the first slide, you see some very important names of companies that I think is quite interesting for you to find out why WiFi, we are putting those names in the front of the slide. It's got to be a reason, and a very good one. So before we continue, this is not a financial advice. Please do your own research. The responsibility for any kind of investment decision rests solely with you. And when we're talking about investment or any kind of investment, There are three different investments mainly in the whole planet. Investment in money, investment in time, and investment in relationships. And the most important of all, ladies and gentlemen, is relationships. The relationship is the one that can take you or break you to a next level. Relationships. So WeFi is not just a bank. It's the next generation banking application. Now, obviously, right now, today, Sunday, actually Monday here in Thailand, we don't have yet released the IBAN. But the banking, the IBAN, your personal bank account, it will be very soon in your hands. And when that happens, everybody's belief is going to go, obviously, higher. But don't confuse vision with belief. Visionary people, we actually can see the end result before it happens. Visionary people, we take action before the actual reality shows up. And they are the ones who benefit greatest. So be part of the people who actually can see this is the world's first banking application that we are using Web3 concept. Hey, John, what is Web3? What's that? Well, find out. Do some work. Go inside. Go to ChatGPT. The more you understand, see, learning, it's easy. Reading, it's easy. Getting information is easy. Listening and watching images is easy. But do you truly understand? Ladies and gentlemen, we are in a very historical moment of the global financial and banking timing, and I'm inviting you to truly understand. See, once you understand, belief will kick in. Very simple, very simple. Now, another interesting point, digital banking, online banking. Look around wherever you live, it doesn't matter the city or the country, and you will find that many, many banks are closing their physical branches, the offices. Banks are closing their physical presence. Come on, guys, wake up. Something is happening. Why do the banks closing their physical locations? To reduce cost, obviously, to increase profit, absolutely, but online banking is taking over. Taking over. It's going to come a time there will be very a few physical banks available. Everything will go online. Crypto, blockchain, online. You don't see it. You can see the transaction. I'll send you some Bitcoin. You send me some. It happens in seconds, in minutes, but you don't see the action, invisible. Therefore, WeFi DioBank, very smart move. They said, we are in a digital, invisible space. What if we position our brand, our banking, our presence, our name with a physical connection with the people all over the world, and they have manufactured ATM crypto machine. Is it really? Come to Dubai and take a look at it. Come to Dubai, put some money in, do some buy and sell, and then you'll see, wow, it's real. It's absolutely real. Why do we need ATM? Physical presence, ladies and gentlemen, branding, marketing, and connection with the public, plus an additional business revenue for the bank and for the people involved in the selling, positioning of the machine, and for every single transaction, people will get paid. POS, physical product. Wow. Can you imagine you go to a restaurant and the waiter come and say, would you like to pay? How would you like to pay? And then he says, WiFi DioBank. Think, what will be your level of belief when you go to a restaurant and the POS system, when you have to pay for your dinner, it doesn't say Bank of America, it doesn't say Emirates Bank, it doesn't say HSBC, it says WiFi DioBank. What will be your level of belief then? Think about it. It's already available. Vending machine for refreshments. Imagine now a box, a vending machine that accepts crypto and fiat. And inside there is Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Sprite, water, sparkling water, Pellegrino, Perrier, and snacks. Now, what do you think people's reaction will be when they go to a gas station and there is a WiFi DioBank refreshment machine? I'm just asking you. I want you to actually see it in your mind in the next few months. What will be people's reaction? Wow, so it is real. Yeah, but by that time, the token might be $5 or $6 or $4 or even $10. And then you say, man, I missed it again. Because lack of belief, many people didn't buy the Bitcoin. Why? They didn't see it. They could not understand. But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, take the vision away. It's a fear of loss. Well, what if I lose $500? Well, if you don't participate, you will not win. Guarantee. If you don't participate, if you're not on the plane, you're not traveling. If you're not on a train, you're not traveling. If you're not inside a transportation method, you are not moving. Same thing in life. If you don't participate, you don't contribute, you will not get, okay, maybe you lose money. But what about the experience? Very important. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in a very, very unique timing. Thanks to those individuals. That's another one, by the way. Mr. Reeve Collins, the co-creator of USDT stablecoin, please do your research. $150 billion transactions per day. And you are still thinking about it. If it's real or not real. Wow. So if this is real, why Mr. Reeve is in WiFi? Why? Because successful people expand their businesses. Successful people are not doing businesses only for the money, but providing solution for be part of the creation. Some, they want to leave a legacy. Some, they want to improve their life of other people. Very important. Mr. Maxim, expert in fintech and crypto. Mr. Roman, another expert in technology from a Wise. Mr. Joseph, another expert in fintech. Mr. Suleiman, a banker. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dream team of executives, professional business people who did it before, not just one time. So they know. As a matter of fact, yesterday with Mr. Frankie and a few other qualified leaders, we were together with Mr. Maxim privately for 5 hours, not 30 minutes, 5 hours. And there were very key questions were asked directly to Mr. Maxim. And you could see his face, his emotions, his excitement, this vibrant energy, explaining the reasons why they started WiFi, how they started WiFi. He explained why so many other projects have failed in the crypto space. It was a very amazing timing to see and understand why other projects have failed and will continue to fail in the token or investment or ROI plans because the other companies, they did not build a business, they simply build a casino business. They've built a project where people will get excited for a little bit of time, guaranteed they would lose money later on because it was not a business project for long term. That's why people ask, hey, John, if I put $1,000 a day, how can I get my money out? You're going to get your money out? You want to buy an apartment today and sell it tomorrow, and you want to make a profit. Ladies and gentlemen, WeFi DioBank, the management team, the experts have designed the most unique, the most fair, the most exciting amortization algorithm, digital mining system to create tokens for you, not for the management. The tokens of WeFi have been created from day one to benefit exclusively and only the community, because the community will bring the customers for the WeFi DioBank, because our business is not the token. WeFi business is banking. Ladies and gentlemen, when you understand that there are two, actually three, but two most important businesses in the world, industries basically, banking and crypto exchange, and remittance right in the middle. The remittance business, where people send cash from left to right, from a friend to a friend, cash immediately, right now. Western Union, MoneyGram, Zelle, and all these companies who allow people, give people a solution to send money instantly in a minute from one country or one city to the next. Because banks will not do that. Banks will keep the money for 2 or 3 days, then they'll send. It's a whole entire different process. So the co-founders, owners, they've come together to create the most unique integration. They did not create anything new in a way, but they have combined and integrated the traditional banking fiat with the cryptocurrency, crypto space, all in one platform. So you don't have to be navigating 3 or 4 different platforms in just one central location. You can do all your financial transactions, banking, line of credit, loans, and so forth. So I'm telling you, educate yourself. When you truly understand what we have to offer, it's beyond imagination. Legally register. Legally register. Registrations are not private, are public information. They are available. Ask the person who invited you, hey, let me look at the registration. The only reason you want to see the registration is to give you another level of comfort. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're real. Okay. Most people don't even understand what licenses we got. We have the #1 most important licensing in Canada. Only 20 companies have this licensing, PSP, Payment Service Provider. Now ask yourself, do you truly understand what that means? Go dig it in, go find out, do research, understand. Ladies and gentlemen, once you understand, your whole body becomes a magnet. You will be attracting people, even people who you don't even know, they would be coming to you because your confidence, your trust, your belief, your understanding is so high, you don't have to say anything. They will just feel it, and they would like to be with you. Very important. Guinness record. Now, how many companies do you truly know in a banking, crypto space, or network marketing, or any other business for that matter, that they have got an amazing, exclusive, unique award directly from Guinness World Record? 200,000 people. Now think about this. More than 200,000, not 20 people, not 200 people, not 20,000 people, more than 200,000 people connected for 5 hours listening to top experts related to blockchain, through Wi-Fi. Now, 200,000 people for 5 hours, not 45 minutes. That means something is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. Amazing. We got also a recognition. A recognition. Digital Bank of the Year. So when we start compiling all this information, who's the management, legally registered, insured, by the way, audited, by the way, all the good stuff included and all the awards, it's only a matter for you to see and think, wow, is this an opportunity? Is that a really need? Ladies and gentlemen, the focus of Wi-Fi, 1.4 billion people have no access to bank. Think, 1.4 billion people, if they make a deposit only $100, that's going to be $140 billion bank. Wi-Fi. We provide solutions. We provide services. We provide opportunities. And the more people understand this, the faster it keeps growing. I can assure you right now, by the end of next year, there will be 1 million people in Wi-Fi. The question is, who is going to have part of the 1 million people? Some will have 1,000 people, some will have 100,000 people, some will have 500,000 people. Who are the ones who are going to be having more than 1 million people will be in Wi-Fi? How many would you like in your team? And from every banking transaction, you get paid. Yeah, DioBank, no hidden fees, no intermediaries, no human interaction, all fully automated. They can just do transactions daily, fast, secure, instant. What do we offer? An entire ecosystem, banking, crypto, loans, credit, different service products, investment products. You can buy and sell your crypto all in one platform. And if you want, with benefits. We are building the community. And there was a question asked yesterday the day before yesterday with Mr. Maxim. They asked, why did you decide to create a referral program into the banking of Wi-Fi? He gave a very good explanation. It was an idea from a suggestion from one of their friends. And then they understood something. Most companies, first, they create the product, and then they go out to find the customers. So, wow, let's do it the other way. What if we start building the community first, reward the people who are going to work with us, who are going to partner with us, build our community, and along with the community, we are building the products. Therefore, the community will be customers and stakeholders, customers and messengers, basically sharing the message about Wi-Fi all over the world. Active users are also customers. There will be customers who are not active, just customers. So imagine you are partnering with the first decentralized bank where they are sharing 50% of their profit from every single banking transaction. I call this residual passive income. People, they do spend their money, they do use their money, they buy, they invest, they travel, whatever people do with their money. Who gets paid? The banks and nobody else. And now with Wi-Fi, everybody can benefit from other people's financial transactions. Now, the ITO, Initial Technology Offering, is an amazing strategy. They have copied the footprints of Bitcoin instead of, but by the way, do you guys know when the mining of the Bitcoin will end? Most people have no clue. The mining of Bitcoin is 21 million Bitcoins. However, the last day of mining of Bitcoin, it will be the year 2140. So here we are, 1 billion tokens, only within 8 years. By the way, 1 year is already gone, so there's only 7 years left, by the way. Okay, now 1 billion tokens will be mined through an algorithm with a very specific, exact programming, where every 2 years the delivery of tokens will be cut in half. Halving means we cut in half. Right now, we are mining 8 tokens per second. Exactly, 8 tokens per second. What does that mean? That means that every single day, 691,200 tokens every 24 hours are being delivered to the people who purchase technology. Ladies and gentlemen, the 691,200 tokens, it will continue every day until next year in September. Now, the only difference is going to be how many people receive tokens every day. Think about it. Think about it. Every day, thousands of people join WiFi. If you have noticed lately, if you have paid attention, that every day you see that the tokens in your back office goes a little bit less and less and less and less and less. People, hey, John, what's going on? I say, what's going on? I'm getting like a half a token every 3 days less. Of course, because more people join every day, more people share the exact same pie, same portion, same amount of 691,200 tokens every single day. So if you would like to get more tokens now and later on, well, you should buy more technology. Very simple. You should bring more people. Very simple. It will continue for the next 7 years, 1 billion tokens. The founders and owners of WiFi, they do not have not even 1 token. The token is exclusively for their community. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll see in the next presentation the value, the benefit, and the opportunity for you to take action today. In the convention, we have our first Beyond Banking Summit here in Thailand. Mr. Maxim Sakharov, the group CEO of WiFi, explained to everybody, pay attention, that WiFi decided to give away as a gift 5% of 100% of the shares in the WiFi DioBank. 5% of 100%. And how they're going to do that? Every ITO purchase is equal to 1 gift certificate that later on will be converted into a share. So how many shares would you like to have? Is based on how many ITOs you have. That offer is not forever, is until block 38, which may last probably 4 months, maybe 6 months maximum. Very important. What, I mean, John, what does that mean? Am I going to get paid as what? You will be a co-owner of WiFi DioBank, and as an owner, like if you had shares or stocks in Apple, if you had shares in Ford, in IBM, in Facebook, big multi-billion-dollar companies who actually have sold their a portion of shares, you will be getting dividends. So I hope people understand that you buy technology, you get gift certificates. Very simple. Very simple. It was shown on live in Bangkok. So the time is limited in 2 parts. The price of ITO today is 57 cents 50. Very soon, it's going to be $1. It used to be 40 cents. It used to be 10 cents, 25 cents, 30 cents. And some people were thinking, well, let me think about it. By the time they made a decision, 45 cents the ITO. Now, what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? The higher the price of ITO, less tokens you're going to get. Very simple. Obviously, the value goes up, but it's another story. Okay. That's a real ownership. This slide is not my slide. This slide, it was presented on stage in Bangkok in front of 1,500 people. Don't miss out, because many people, we've missed the Bitcoin. Many people did not buy shares in Amazon. Many did not buy shares in Best Buy. Many didn't buy shares in Target, Walmart, Kmart, all these big multi-billion-dollar companies who actually were offering company shares for 10 to 25 cents. The public, the people, the unaware of what is going on in the business world, they did not purchase the shares. So don't lose this one. These are the physical products presented in Dubai. They are real, they are functional, and they will be deployed next year, first in the countries of Asia, and then will be Europe and other countries. Amazing opportunity. Mr. Roman, he talked about the ecosystem, and most of all, he talked about the benefit of on-chain bank, on-chain crypto, on-chain Visa card. On-chain, ladies and gentlemen, this program alone will benefit many, many, many users, people, investors, leaders, the community itself every single day. He talked about the loans, the product number one in every bank. Think about it. Let's talk about loans for a second. Somebody just put $10,000 and they've purchased ITO technology. They're going to get shares, gift certificates, and they will be receiving tokens every single day, every second, every day, every week, every month. And if you lock your tokens for 5 years, you're going to get an additional 30% in tokens. Whatever the mining will be giving every second, you're going to get 30% on top of it. And then you will be asking, okay, well, I just put $10,000. How can I get some money out? Well, we will announce next year different loan programs, lending programs. It will be based on your available tokens, based on the upcoming projected tokens. It will be also based on your rank. And the higher your rank, lower the interest. The higher the rank, higher the amount. Ladies and gentlemen, that alone is going to be a game changer in the entire crypto and banking space, because interest from loans is commissionable. Think about that. Just think about that. Decentralized credit system into $1 trillion industry. So understanding what WiFi is all about, although you may not understand the technical language, is very critical. It's critical. We made a decision to start educating. We're going to be doing Zoom calls exclusively for education, to get the right information so people can understand and they are not being left behind, so they will not complain later. You didn't explain this to me. I could not see it. Well, Bitcoin 2015, in just 10 years, a decade, not 10 months, by the way, it took a decade for the Bitcoin to go high up. Now, go back and ask yourself why you did not buy a Bitcoin at $100 or even at $1,000. Think, go back and be honest with yourself. Well, no phone number, no email. no office, no management, no insurance. Where's my guarantee? And for that kind of thinking, ladies and gentlemen, millions of people, they did not buy Bitcoin and they lost one of the biggest opportunities of history. If you had put $1,000 back then in Bitcoin and waited, keyword, waited a decade, today you would have $100 million. Believe it or not, it's irrelevant. That's the fact, reality. So today you are in front of the next massive, well, I will repeat it, massive global movement in banking and financials and crypto, all combined. Do not miss this one. And this is not a words to motivate, to inspire you, to get you going. But I want just to share with you trust, which is important. And when Mr. Maxim will be in Frankfurt and he's going to show you, you will see and you will understand better, you will be even more grateful to your upline leader who actually called you right on time and not next year. I'm telling you. Okay. Trillions of dollars in transactions, trillions of dollars, not billions, trillions. And WiFi is right in the middle of the largest multi-trillion-dollar transactions that are taking place every single day. We did not create the industry. We did not create blockchain. We did not create DeFi. We did not even create the banking. But we just got into the entire space intelligently with experts in the area of how to be unique and different and maximize the benefit for the community and for everybody else. $1,000 today. Actually, I said it yesterday and I'm going to say it again. And if you want, write it down. Every time you do not invest $1,000 in ITO, you are losing $50,000. Maybe I should say it again. Okay, I'll do it again. Every time you do not invest $1,000, you are losing $50,000. So for every $1,000, the potential could be 50,000, maybe more. So for every 1,000, 50,000. Every 1,000, 50,000. It's up to you. It's up to you. And they say, John, how is this possible? John. That's too much, man. How can you go from $1,000 to make a $50,000? How is this possible? It is possible for many different reasons. Reason number one, through the digital mining, ladies and gentlemen, for $1,000, you will get approximately 10,000 tokens. Well, maybe not by now, it might be 9,500 tokens. Let's call it 10,000 tokens between now and 7 years. For $1,000, you buy technology. Please, I'm going to show this later, but take a note. $1,000 today will buy you technology who will give you thousands of tokens. Multiply them by the value of the upcoming value of the token, and you do your own math. Plus the dividends from the gift certificate shares in the bank. Plus, if you build a network, there are people in Asia making from 10,000 to $250,000 approximately weekly. That's all. Now let's continue. Man, I'm so excited. So it's all about vision, decision, and action. Vision means I can see it in my mind. It's not real right now, but I can see it. I believe it. Do I believe it? Let me think. Do I believe it? If you believe it, then you should decide now, not tomorrow, not after tomorrow, no next, right now, if you can see it. So you make a decision and then you take action. And now I can tell you right now that most of the people who join WeFi or any other business that is relationship based, they do the biggest mistake that everybody does, and it's very normal. They go through the database, they go through the phone, and they are analyzing. George, George, no. John, yes. John, Peter, Mary. Oh, no, this one no. No, this one no. You start prejudging who to call. And all you got to do, just send one simple message. Have you heard about the first decentralized bank? Would you like to know how to multiply a small investment? Would you be interested? Is a yes or no? That's it. Don't try to explain. Don't try to present. Don't try to inform. Don't talk too much. Pre-qualify and move on. But tell everybody, because if you don't do it, somebody else will. So with that said, I'm going to close this first presentation. I want to know if there is any questions, Mr. Frankie or Alex, before I go to the next one, and be ready for the next one, because the next one is, my goodness, I'm also excited that I'm going to share this with you.
Well, open the chat for questions. So if you have a question, please put it in the chat. Make sure that the question is about the presentation. So if it's something else, then I won't address it. But if it's about the presentation, then we'll definitely address it. So the chat's back open. If you have a question, please put it in the chat.
So I'm going to open the slide. All right. So now let's go down to business now. You see, in the previous slides, we've talked about the company. As a matter of fact, maybe you should stop the recording and start a new recording. That might be better.
Do that right now.